Dear diarrhea full of shit. Just play along, me, myself, and I. No one else. Here I go. I'm so legit. Oh boy. Ooh, it's early. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I ain't got me nothing to say. I'm probably gonna say some shit. You know about this stupid YouTube thing, that I do or whatever that I mentioned. I recently got 2 new subbies, like in the middle of the night or the wee hours of the morning or something. Like I said, I get a bunch of activity like between 10 o'clock at night and 7 a.m., 9 a.m. And just whatever, Yeah. And I don't know who the first subby was because I got it like set up where it doesn't show or whatever, but and the second one almost seemed legit. Went and checked it out briefly. It appears to be a guy and a girl. Seems like they might have kids. I just don't understand these people. You know what was it? Because they watched the one where I had mentioned, parenting a problematic child or something. I'm just trying to think. Because it was shortly I posted those 2. Yeah, one was like blah. Or what was the deal? I don't know. Whatever. But occasionally, I do say some shit that like would ring with people other than, Ben and Brian. Because Ben and Brian are a couple of fucking queers. Not just queers, but queers, You gotta say it like you're from Boston. Or New York. Couple of fucking queers. Or whatever, What's that difference between a Boston and a New York accent? It's kind of like the difference between an Irish and a Scottish accent, you know what I mean? They're very similar. But one's name is O'Leary or Callahan, the other's name is Schwartz. Or, whatever. But, so that must be the thing, Excuse me, jackass is, look at my fucking YouTube handle, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a testament to humanity or whatever the phrase would be, you know what I mean? How the hell did they even stumble across my shit? No, I'm just curious. You don't want me on your list? Is it public on YouTube? Because there's like different ways you can set things up, with social media and whatnot. But, like some of the nostalgic stuff, I have a public nostalgic folder, but some I also have a private nostalgic folder. Because, if I got a bunch of, I think I have some in public, but you kind of want to keep it to a down low, nostalgic videos about, the Tiger tank and the Messerschmitt 109 and the Fokker Wolf 190, and shit like that. Because, bad people, bad times, I mean, the Emmy, Messerschmitt 109, yeah, the BF, what the hell, Emmy, BF, what, Emmy 109, Emmy 262, I saw that fucking plane. That's one of the things that, anyway, that's a badass airplane, right? That was another thing that vouched for me, fucko. That was a long time ago. Where I was talking about the ME 262, the jet fighter with Z Germans, and I fucking shit you not. Like within the next week, I saw that very plane, either restored or a replica. It wasn't flying, but it was sitting, like on the tarmac, as it's called, at an airport. I don't remember where. I don't remember where. But just all that stuff that I've said before about, my psychic episodes, I mean, manifesting, speaking my reality into existence, and all that. The fucking DeLoreans, and the truck from the movie Duel, just all of it. All of it. Oh boy, the ding ding wing wing ding ding bridge, the stock car, that was a long time ago, which is to this day the most. I mean, you can't fucking deny that. You could chalk the ding wing ding ding wing ding bridge up to coincidence. The DeLorean, kiss my ass. That was not coincidence. At least 2 of them, possibly 3. And the third one that I maybe saw a while ago in that old barn. But that I didn't get a good look at it. I just sort of went out of the corner of my eye, and then it was too. And then on the way back, I forgot to look. You're going back the same way. Hey, note to self: when you pass that area, take a good look out the right side of your truck. See if that's a DeLorean. I forgot. But anyway. Man, the trucks. The stock car. Yeah, you kiss my ass. I caught hold of something. So I talked to that driver today who does the racing. He's on my program a little bit. We're not friends, but we're not enemies. So I walked up to him and said, "How you doing?" So I looked at his shirt and said, "Is that you, dude?" "Yeah." Shook his hand. Not like a firm squeeze or anything. I have a weak handshake because I'm a bitch. But I made goddamn sure that he wasn't going to, try and turn my hand or anything like that. So, because I had somebody try and do that to me, where they do the whole, and they don't necessarily do it on purpose, but, don't ever let them kind of turn your hand. And like I said, it's not really an on-purpose thing. But I had a guy try to do that to me, and I'm like, nope. I don't remember who it was. It was a while ago. Because I'm a nice guy, you know what I mean? A guy like me, it just doesn't come off well, if I... It's a delicate dance with me. It really is, And humans being human, right? So... But anyway, I kind of walked up to him, like, "What's up?" "That's you? How you doing? Let me just calm down the tension in the air right now." But in his world, because I didn't, beat his ass or whatever, he probably thinks I'm a pussy. This is why I don't fuck with people, Like I said, if... I ain't even gonna get into it. Like I said, we're not enemies, but we're not friends. And then there's that other piece of shit. I haven't seen him yet, so when I see him, I, whatever. Like I said, you gotta walk that line, You don't want to come off as being too huffy puffy, but you don't want to just be like, hey, but because they will, them being human, and me being me. But you kind of got to keep that pressure on. So I handled that right, but everybody's human, so everybody's got to walk away with a win, especially if it's up in the air, it's open to interpretation. It's like just 2 guys talking here. But I did that on purpose. I'm like, okay, yeah, you like cars, you like racing, okay. I'll tell you what. We'll talk about that for a little bit. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about getting in right now. I like sprint cars, huh? That's probably pretty expensive for Joe Amateur, though, isn't it? He basically said, yeah. It's a big engine and a little car. Woo. Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm just not Super Joe, I don't know, I'll look into it. Fucking people, man. Like I said, it ain't my first rodeo. Take the non-threatening stance. Put your hands in your pockets. Just talking, yeah. Because I dropped my tool bag. I didn't even know I did it, but he probably thought I wanted to fight. Had to be there, I guess. Because he said, "Hey, driver," and I'm like, "You motherfucker, you know my name." So I was walking up, dropped my tool bag. Said, "What's up?" "That's you, dude." Which I knew it was because I looked at his shirt. Extended my hand, didn't say anything, didn't say nice to meet you, just shook his hand. "Your move. You called me over here, what do you want?" And then we proceeded to converse. Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Just a day in the life of me. Anyway. Human nature, human psychology. Yeah. There's really nothing going on the grams. And like I said, I got that new, or the Facebookers. So I'll check that once a week. But yeah, sometimes I'll get these runaways, where somebody will subscribe, and then it always has just one view of, like, mostly my my videos that are, my short little uploads and whatnot. And I got, that happened with the one subby, and again with another one. I don't know who the one subby is. The second one appears to be a legitimate person. Like I said, people, they just don't think. Every now and then I say something that, like I said, can ring true with, like, anybody. Instead of shit like this, which only Ben and Brian are like, oh, my pee-pee, oh, fucking fags. But anyway, I've got a list of lurkers and stuff. Every now and then they'll make a comment, just a bunch of fucking fags, just pieces of shit and whatnot. I put in a video and then dropped the mic where I guess Mark Zuckerberg. God, that is an ugly looking little man. If you could even call him a man. You know what I mean? Because men have, like, what's the word? Like morals, merits, stuff like that. And I don't consider myself a man. I consider myself a bitch. But the difference between me and the rest of the world is I know I'm a piece of shit and all that stuff, Which actually makes a big difference. If you're aware of it and you're trying to mitigate it, Consider it. Don't be inconsiderate. Like, I drive for a living, right? So I encounter a lot of inconsiderate people on the road. Like, they're ignorant. You know what I mean? They're inconsiderate/ignorant. They're not necessarily doing shit on purpose. They're just driving stupid. And how you drive is kind of a hack, to how you are. You know what I mean? Your operating system. Pack Attack used to say it back when he had a channel. He said, you can fool people till they see you drive. I used to think it as a kid, because why wouldn't I be thinking? And like I said, I used to respect my adults peers. I thought they were like a different league. Turns out adults are just grown-up children. And I've known this for a long time. My future bestie has said it. Basically, everybody's 12. And I threw in the range. It depends. So people are between the ages of 10 and 16. And then you do have people who truly are adults, but unfortunately, because humans only have so much capacity, that they lose touch with if they have a wife and kids. They have a bad home life. Because they're so high caliber, with their job or whatever, and they lose track of being a husband and a father. I just don't understand it. How could you do this? Why would you do? You're my son or daughter. Why would you set the trash can on fire? Or whatever. I was like, and you could, and here I go talking about this, whatever. Well, they did it for a reason, and like I said, I used to be that kid, who would set the trash can on fire. Sometimes they don't really even have a legitimate reason. Are you reaching out for attention? No. Why did you set the trash can on fire? Why? There simply has to be a reason. No reason. But there has to be. There's not. You know what I mean? It's well, maybe, and that's kind of when you need to step in and okay, fine. There's no reason. Just wanted to set the trash can on fire. These things happen. You had some spare time. Instead of doing this, you did that. And these are the consequences that action had. Maybe you were bored. Or you couldn't draw a picture. Or something, or whatever. Just keep. You took a detour in your moment in time to purposely set the trash can on fire. But anyway, so maybe that's a stupid example, but I mean, how parents be, dog, Why did you do that? Because you're so busy with work, the last, year of your kid's life, they've been holed up, when they get home from school, they just disappear in their room, for 3 hours and then come get dinner and go back in their room. It's like, red flag, parent, red flag. The fuck are they doing? Your house, your ship. Everybody falls in, and that might create some problems. And like I said in my other audio presentation, you got it. It's your job to train them up. And as they get older, they start making their own decisions and whatnot. Look. And sometimes those decisions can be hard. You got to put down ultimatums and back them up. But you got to explain why. What's your reason? So everybody's on board. Everybody knows what's going on. But I kind of forgot where I was going with this and whatnot. It kind of takes a long time because most of my shit, my audio presentations are just blah. Hey, bitch, you horror number 3. First Christmas together, yeah, you sure fucked that up. Go Cinnaboo. That's done. No more of that. Because I mean, this is going to be it. This is going to be our first Christmas together, you bitch. It doesn't even make sense, you know what I mean? It's all bullshit. No. But, anyway. So most of my videos are just that. First Christmas together, ooh, Christmas cards, ooh. But every now and then I drop a bomb, you know. How to raise your kids. Not only in a perfect world, but in an imperfect world where they're running a fucking muck. So, and like I said, I kind of got an in on that because I was a problem child. I was going down that route. So like I said, that example I give, that's a real one. Why? Why did you set the trash can on fire? Why? Just felt like it. That's an unacceptable answer. That's the only one you're going to get. You know, so it's like, you're like, okay, all right, fine. Well, you need some other shit to do. You need some other stuff on your plate. You can't go around setting trash cans on fire. You know, and it depends on age, too. Like, that's like if they were in grade school. It's like, okay, that's pretty extreme. Like, that's pretty, you know, did you walk away from that fire? Or, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Is this pretty... But if they did it, like, in high school, then it's like, what in the fuck? You know, and now you're older, so now you're like, the law is not going to be so lenient on you. You know, like I said, when you're under 18 and whatnot, generally, you're breaking rules. Well, even 16. The older you get, you start breaking laws. Well, technically, setting a trash can on fire is breaking the law. That's destruction of property. So it's, you know, if the school wanted to play hardball, they could probably make you pay for the little plastic trash can. Or, you know, the 50-gallon trash can or whatever. Be it a big one or whatever. One of the, maybe not a 50-gallon, man. But you know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, however far down you got to trace it, it could probably be a law. You know? And when you're a kid, it's like, blah, fuck it. You get suspended, blah, blah, blah. You become an adult, you know, you get fired, you get arrested. You know, the consequences increase. So, man, it's just... Anyway, 22 minutes. Real quickly. So I added that Amen dropped the mic. Zuckerberg, you know, kind of needing to change games a little bit to stay relevant. God, he looks like a lizard. God, I don't remember him being like that fucked up. Like, his eyes are fucking different. You know, it's like he's from a different planet. You know, he's not from my planet, that's for damn sure. But it's like something's happening. You know, he's reverting back to, you know, the lizard people. On his planet, you know, people are lizards. On my planet, the men are Spartan warriors. And all the women have hips, eyes, curves, and thighs. Know how they wear their panties and please their men. So yeah, we different. We both from outer space, but we different. And you know, he was like, yeah, he admitted, you know, that, you know, was, you know, in cahoots with the election and all that shit. And it's like, duh. Well, a lot of the Democrats, you don't need to feed them shit. You can tell them gravity is racist, and they like, you better be on the right side of history, you know, and all that. Fucking useful idiots. Said the father of lies masquerading as an angel of light for those, you know, you dork. The emptiest vessels make the most noise. Ding, 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 ding. That's true with anything, bro. The emptiest vessels will show their hand, show their colors, raise their flags, state their case. In whatever way they choose to do it. But they will do it. Because they've got a grievance. I believe that's the right word. But, what the fuck? Anyway, it was all fuzzy and shit. But, anyway, Mrs. Butthead, just play along with me, myself, and I. Not to sound weird, but whatever. You know, Kleber, blah, blah, blah. Kleber, fucking, what the fuck? Well, you know, blah. The dude with the ears. When you have your kids, if you have a boy, it don't matter who you marry and who impregnates you with their seed. If you have a girl, it's going to look like Alfred E. Newman. If you have a boy, it's going to look like that dude. So, you'll get your man. You little gutter rat. Oh, and he could be, who's a really attractive dude? I'm trying to think, like somebody that everybody knows. Some model. Who's that dude? His name's like Ryan Gosling or something like that. You know, a dude that you chicks think is just, yeah. Talk to me softly and make love to me firmly. Assertive love makings. Your kids are still going to come out looking like that.